Happy Sunday, fun day, everybody. We'll start today with some announcements. So, first of all, we are going to, I know a lot of you guys are waiting still for those additional items for rental. We will be releasing a blog with the details on how to go about it, what we're lending out, all that stuff tomorrow. So finally, it's here Monday. At some point during the day, we're going to release the details and then we'll go from there. Probably answer a lot of your questions. Also tomorrow, we're going to be releasing a vlog talking about recovery or restoration, which is one of our fundamentals of health, and mobility as well. This vlog was inspired by actually one of your guys' questions that we got about additional mobilization and how that can impact recovery. So we want to expand on that just a little bit. So definitely keep the questions coming, guys. If you have something that wants to be covered, just talk to us. I'll pass it to Eddie for the workout.
Okay, workout today, you are doing an AMRAP 15, where you're starting with the sit-ups of 18 sit-ups. So this might slow you down a little bit. Okay, this, if anything, this is the only movement that starts slowing you down. Okay, yes, I know the swings will take a lot out of the cardiovascular system, and the handstand push-up will start fatiguing. But on the handstand push-up and on the swings, you should not be breaking them. So pick a progression on the handstand push-up that you can do all 6 in a row every round. Kettlebell swings, make sure when you pick that object up, you're going for all 12 reps. Except the sit-up is the one that might slow you down. Now, if you pick all those right progressions, you should be aiming between 7 to 10 rounds in the 15 minutes, where each round is consistent round after round. So, I'm going to pass it over to Chris here for the afterburner.
Okay, so for the afterburner today, we got a couple of stretches. The first one will be working on the pecs. So we're getting the upper body stretch. After those handstand push-ups, you might have some tightness in the shoulders. This should relieve a lot of that. So we're going to do a 90-second pec stretch first, and then we're going to show you a 90-second lat stretch. We're going to we've done some pec and lat stretches before. We're going to try to switch it up, maybe show you some other options for those areas today. Stay tuned for the workout. Okay, for today's warm-up, we have a 3-rounder. You're going to start off by getting that core firing with a 20 to 30-second hollow hold. In case you didn't have enough hollow holding yesterday in the afterburn, we can start with that today. So for that hollow hold setup, we're going to start off on our backs here, and you can think about first rolling those shoulder blades off the ground. That'll cause you to flex those abs, push the low back into the floor, then you're going to raise your heels off the ground. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can start bringing your arms up a little bit higher and higher overhead. Gash is in a nice full extended position here. If that's too difficult for you and forward is easy, you can go somewhere in between. After you do 20 to 30 seconds of that, we're going to go for 15 glute bridges. In the glute bridge, we're going to, again, still stay on our back, bring the heels in towards your butt, about squat width as far as your feet go, and then you're going to push that hip way up in the air. You're going to squeeze your butt as tight as you can, and also if you want to add a little bit to it, you can push the knees a little bit away from each other when you get to the top. That'll get those glutes firing nice and strong on the outside on that glute knee. After we're done that, we're going for 15 Deadbug Leg Raises. So staying in that same position. Now we're going to start off with our arms and legs both pointing in the air. Notice how Gash's legs are nice and straight here. So you're going to be tempted to bend your knees. Try not to do that. From here, the low back is pressed tight into the ground. You're going to lower those legs nice and slow. Don't go too low here, guys. If you go too low, your rib cage is going to open up and your low back is going to come off the ground. That's what we don't want. Once you're done the 15 leg raises, you're going to come up for some single arm rows. So today we're using that pink hand. You can see Yash is in a split squat stance, so a little bit of a lunge. He's leaning forward with the upper body. Shoulder is down, so you don't want to shrug the shoulder here up into the ear. You want to keep it away from the ear, down towards the hip. And then you're going to initiate that movement by pulling that elbow up nice and tall. When you get to the top, squeeze those back muscles and then control it back down. It's just 6 per side here, guys, so hold that end range. Really feel that tension between the shoulder blades, the whole point of this. From the side view, you might be able to see a little bit better what we've got going on here. After you're done 6 per side, we're going for 6 presses per side. Same thing here, guys. I want you to go slow and easy. Try to really feel where you feel this. So pinching the shoulder blades together to start so you can feel that upper back engaged already before you even start pressing. And then you're gonna push that weight overhead, holding that locked out position, elbows nice and locked out, head slightly tilted through that window, and that rib cage is staying down. Once you're done 6 per side, you can put your paint can over and go for 2 more rounds for the warm-up.
Okay, we're here for the workout. Again, it's an AMRAP 15. We're starting off with the 18 sit-ups. So, one thing I want to talk about in the sit-up is your back position at the top position. So, I'm going to get you actually on the back. When you are going up, think about what your back position is. So, try not to round your back. So, again, guys, you're rounding his back a little bit more. Notice that rounded position. Avoid that. Okay? When you go up, think about keeping your core engaged, lats retracted, so your shoulder blades are retracted to allow you to keep a flat back. So that way you have a flatter back at the top position. If that's a hard position to maintain, you have your knees flexed. Work on extending your legs a little bit further, which allows a little more room in the hip crease to allow you to flatten out your back a little bit better. Okay? Pick the progression that has a more neutral spine for you in the sit-up. You're going for 18 sit-ups today. Once you've done the 18 sit-ups, we're going to switch it over to the kettlebell swing. So today we're going to use a paint can. So the paint can, it's a little tricky, so you're going to want to hold it with both hands. You're going to dip down, guys, load up the hamstrings, don't let the knees go forward too much. Get that paint can rocking, controlling it, getting up as high as you can to control it while you're holding it with 2 hands. You can also hold it on the outside to allow you to go overhead the entire way. And when you go overhead, try not to shrug as much as you can. The object is a little awkward, small, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but do the best you can, guys, for 12 repetitions. After you've done the 12 repetitions, you're going to get into the handstand push-up. We know that some of you guys might be doing kipping handstand push-ups. So for today's progression, we're going to show you the push press with the paint can. So whatever your object is, we're going to go over the push press. So when you dip down, you're going to bend your knees. Don't let your weight rock forward to the ball of your foot. It's still centered over the middle of your foot. From there, you're going to drive through the heels to press that object overhead. As you press overhead, do not shrug those shoulders. You're going to bring the object back down, dip down, drive through. So to keep that moving, you got to control the weight in your heels. You got to keep that core engaged. When you lower that object down, you got to keep those lats engaged to allow you to rebound and repeat the movements for 6 repetitions. So that's your handstand progression using a push press. But if you're wanting to do something else, feel free to go up against the wall if you're comfortable with those kipping handstand push-ups. It is a good one to challenge yourself slightly, as long as you can always do all 6 in a row as mentioned at the whiteboard. Have fun with this one. We'll see you in the afterburner.
All right, guys, welcome to the afterburn. Hope you got a good workout. We're gonna start with that pec stretch. So we are doing 90 seconds per side. First one we're gonna do is I'm just gonna get you planting your hand onto that wall. So I'm actually pushing my palm into the wall and then locking my elbow out. And then I'm just gonna turn my feet in the opposite direction. So I'm just trying to walk my feet away more and more. Upper body comes with it. Now you can play with your position here on the wall a little bit higher. You might feel a little bit more in the pec. Remember, you might be tempted to bend your elbow. Try to avoid that. 90 seconds per side on that. Then we're gonna get into a lat stretch. So for the lat stretch here, guys, if you have a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, any type of ball will work here. I want you guys to think about working that lat right where the kind of on the outside of that armpit, back right underneath the shoulder, and you're just gonna put that lacrosse ball into that area of the lat, and you're gonna lean up against that wall. You can go try to play around with this position where you're leaning more into it. You can twist a little bit more onto the back of that lat, or you can go a little bit down the lat, and also add movement. So I find whenever I find a spot that's a little bit knotted, I add a rotation in that arm and shoulder, maybe do a press back and forth. And you're just gonna fish around for areas that feel a little bit uncomfortable. We're gonna get uncomfortable here. You can also try this one on the ground. I prefer the ground actually more than the wall. So try both, see what one feels a little bit better. And remember, when you find that spot that kind of seems to take your breath away a little bit, remember to breathe through it. Thanks guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.